Hey everybody, it's your girl Alexis, Heartsong 902, and this video is going to be a tag video. Well, actually I'm I'm entering into UniqueTrendz contest or giveaway that she's having, and the topic is my hair story. And what it is, you're supposed to tell your hair story pretty much, and there's a chance for you to win a $100 MAC gift card, which is so exciting. And also, I just love talking about hair nowadays, and I just really want to share with you guys my hair story. So let me go ahead and get started. First of all, the first thing, starting from way back when I could hardly remember, I got my first relaxer when I was 2 years old. Now, I'm sure you guys know, and if you don't know, that is way, 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 way too young to get a relaxer. And what had happened was my grandmother, she was sick of my mom, her daughter-in-law, not knowing how to do my hair and take care of my hair. My mom was a new mom and everything, so, you know, my hair, I was always running around kind of looking just a little tore up, you know, just a little bit. And so she told my mom, I'm going to take Lexi to the shop. And so my mom was like, oh, cool, great, you know, she'll get her hair pressed and everything, whatever. And I came home and I had a relaxer. And my mom was so mad. The two of them were going at it and everything. And so, well, not like that, you know, not like, she was just like, why'd you get her a relaxer? She's too young. And my grandma was like, well, the beautician didn't say anything was wrong with it, so she got one. And so, but it was bad that I got one because a few months down the line, well, with time, my hair started breaking off. And at the time, I had shoulder length hair and everything, so, but my hair started breaking off and I got really short. So my mom, being super frustrated with that, she just transitioned me back to natural herself. So, you know, so she just started trying to take better care of my hair because I was losing a lot of it at a really fast rate. Sorry. And so, yeah, so she started, you know, washing and conditioning it, whatever. So when I was about 8 years old, my mom, you know, between the time I was 2 to 8, 6 years, my mom had been doing all that to my hair or whatever. And she was starting to get really fed up with taking care of my hair, my natural hair, because, you know, it was so, it was thick. I have very thick and coarse hair. And so, you know, it was just so much of like a hassle. And my mom is not good at doing hair. I don't know. She just does not have it in her to know how to style a little girl's hair. You know, pigtails or, you know, all those little stuff, braids. She just could never do it. I don't know. It's not in her. Her sister always did her hair, so she never really knew how to do anything. So she was sick of trying to pretend she knew how to do my hair. And so she took me back to the shop and she got me a relaxer. And I don't really know why she did that. I was still kind of young, but it's not as bad as 2 years old. And since I had already had a relaxer before. So I got a relaxer, and my mom's a single mom, and so it was kind of like up to me to take care of my relaxer at that time because I had to get myself up for school and get dressed and walk to school with my younger brother. And so, you know, I was supposed to be the one to get up every morning and moisturize my hair and comb it or do whatever. And at 8 years old, I did not have an interest in that. I did not care how my hair looked. I mean, I liked cute hair, but when it came to me having to do it, I just was like, who cares? It's not that important. So sadly, it started breaking off again because I wasn't taking care of it. And so my mom was like, oh my gosh, we can't go through this again, because when my hair was 2, it was shoulder length, then I got my relaxer and it fell out to about neck length. And then when she grew it out all that time and I had gotten back to shoulder length, and, you know, it started falling off and falling out. She's like, oh my goodness, we can't lose all this little girl's hair again. So she's like, I'm just going to go take her to do to her hair what I do to my hair. So my mom had a jerry curl, and that's what we did. We went to the shop and she got me a jerry curl. So, you know, we're going there, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to get a jerry curl. Yeah, my mom's hair is pretty and curly, and that's how mine's going to be. And so I got to the shop, and the lady, she did her little stuff, you know, put whatever, to give me a Jerry curl. And then my mom and the lady, they kind of turned to me and they were like, okay, now we're going to have to cut your hair because you can't put a Jerry curl on top of relaxer. So it was basically, the Jerry curl only took to my new growth. So my mom, she had stretched me out for a while. And so, till I could get a nice amount of new growth. And so that's the only part the Jerry curl took. But any relaxed hair on my hair shaft had to be cut off. And so I didn't really know what that was meant, but I was like, okay. So they cut all my hair off until my hair was like really short. I mean, it was just like, there was no way I could put my hair in a ponytail. Let's just put it that way. Couldn't even put my hair in a ponytail. Not even like a little tiny ponytail with 3 little pieces of hair hanging out. No, it would not work. And so when they showed me and they looked in the mirror and they loved it. They're like, oh, she looks so cute, and she looks like a little chocolate drop in her round little face, and and she let's put this little headband on her. Oh my goodness, Lexi, you look so cute. And they loved it. And I was kind of like in shock. I was just like, okay, I came here with hair, and I thought I was going to leave with curly hair. That was a little bit longer than this. So, but I never cried about it or anything. I wasn't like all broken up about it. I think like most little girls would have like went into like a 2-month depression, And it was just like, I went to school on Friday with long shoulder length straight hair. I came back on Monday with short curly hair. And so I liked my Jerry curl. It was super easy to take care of. I mean, all you gotta do is put your little spray, put your little activator in it, comb it, that's it. And so, it was easy. But as it started to grow, because of the Jerry curl, oh my goodness, you guys, my hair grew super fast with that. But when it grew, because the way my hair grows, my hair doesn't grow down long. My hair grows up. All my hair growth comes at the top of my head. It's really long. And so, so it was like, as my hair grew, it just was like becoming an afro. Well, it wasn't an afro. Well, I guess that's what it was, kind of what it looked like. And I mean, the kids at school started to really, when they used to want to get to me, they would make fun of me and say that. They'd be like, oh, look at Alexia, she has an afro. And I'd be like, excuse me, this is not a natural afro. I do not have my natural hair. This is a Jerry curl. And so, sorry. So yeah. And so I did not like that part. But it was fine. And I wore a Jerry curl till I was about 14 years old. And when I was 14, I was just like, Mom, I'm sick of this curl and everything. I want to change. I'm a teenager now. And so she's like, okay. And I love getting braids, so that's what I did. I went back to wearing braids. Well, I wore a few braids in between, always in my life. Maybe like a month or 2 in the year I would wear braids. So, just always I gave my hair rest. And so I was like, I just want to go back to permanent braids. So that's what I did. Wore cornrows, individual braids, crochet braids, and, I just did that. And then when I was 16, that was when Rihanna came out with her Good Girl Gone Bad and, umbrella, and she had her short little bob cut, and it was so cute, and everybody in the free world was cutting their hair in a bob, and I was just like, me next. I want to cut my hair. I need a bob. And so my mom was like, are you sure you really want to cut your hair again? You grew it back out past shoulder length. You want to cut your hair? And I was like, yes, I want to be different. I want to look older. Let me have a bob. And so, yeah, that's what I did. And I went to the shop, and my mom was like, okay, let's see. She wants the bob. And so my beautician, she gave me a relaxer, which I didn't have a problem with the relaxer taking because my Jerry curl had pretty much grown out. I wasn't getting Jerry curls anymore. So, my hair grew out and all the chemicals pretty much had left. So my hair didn't have a problem taking to the relaxer. And so, so my beautician, she did that. She gave me my relaxer, and she cut my hair into the bob, and it was so cute. I got so many compliments on it, and, people loved it, and I wore my hair like that. And so, I mean, I loved it. But in between, it was hard learning how to take care of relaxed hair again, because I only had the Jerry curl, and I only had the braids. So it was really hard, like, learning how to wrap my hair and to moisturize. Actually, I didn't know nothing about moisturizing and sealing at that point. But you know, wrapping my hair and putting moisture in it, you know, and all that kind of stuff. It was hard reteaching myself that, but I learned and it was fine. And then when, so I was doing that, but as the cut started growing out, then I was getting bored with it because I was like, I don't want to cut my hair again. And Rihanna kept cutting her hair shorter and shorter, and I was like, I ain't trying to do all that. So I was just like, let me grow it out, and I wore braids and everything. I just always wore braids. And so it wasn't until last year I was wearing my braids and everything, because I wore that. Between taking my hair out of braids and wearing my hair out and then braiding it up again, that's always just what I did. And last year I was, you know, it was like a kind of a hard hair year for me. I got in individual braids twice, and I did not like how it looked, and I had to wear them for months and months, and, you know, not really like my style. And then, you know, when I took my hair out, my hair wasn't as healthy and as thriving as it was, and I was disappointed in that. I switched beauticians, and I wasn't really happy with the beautician I was going to. She just wasn't making me happy, and so I was just like, you know what, I really, you know, I need to do something. So I started wearing wigs, and I fell in love and was addicted to wearing wigs. And so I started looking up, you know, different wig styles and, what's it called? Yeah, wig styles, and about lace fronts and about sew-ins and stuff like that. And so in the process of looking up all that stuff and finding a lot of cute wigs, different wigs to try out, and I found videos about how to care for your own relaxed hair. And I was like, this is interesting. You know, let me look at these. And I started looking at them, and then I started doing research off of Google about, you know, is this true? Should I really co-wash? Should I really moisturize and seal? Is that really that important? Can I actually have long hair and be black and not born with it? Like, you know, I mean, there's so many myths as black women we're taught about our hair. And so, I mean, I just became like so intrigued and addicted. And so it was like between last year of October, November, December, I was doing tons of research. And then it wasn't until like the end of December, I was like, okay, that's it. January 2011, I am starting a hair journey. And that's what I did. So January, I mean, I started with my weekly regimen and everything, my washing, moisturizing, sealing, deep conditioning, co-washing, all that good stuff. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. And I still wear my wigs as protective styles because I love my wigs. And I was thinking, I was like, if I actually do grow my hair to the length that I desire, you know, like in these videos it shows me I can and everything, I was like, am I going to really keep wearing wigs? But the next part is I have that choice. I have that freedom. I have that option to say, no, I don't want to wear a wig. I want to rock my own hair today because I am confident with its healthiness and its shine and its movement and things like that. So yeah, so that's pretty much my hair story, and thank you UniqueTrendz for giving an opportunity for all of us to be collective in this tag, to share with each other and see what we have in common. And see, I'm not the only one that has a very unique hair story. So thanks so much, you guys. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out my blog, heartsong902.blogspot.com. Thanks. Bye.